Welcome to Daybreak. I'm Debbie Wren, president of the Oxford Chamber of Commerce, here with
Terry Stiles. I'm back.
Yes, welcome back from vacation.
Thanks.
And yet it's still snowing here in Oxford.
I was hoping to bring cold or warm weather back up with me.
What happened?
We left it there. Actually, the first morning we were there, we were in Florida, Tampa, and we woke up in the morning and it was 20 degrees. My father-in-law said, "Look at that out there," and he's got one of those thermometer thingies.
Yeah.
And it said 20 degrees. I'm like, that's a joke, isn't it? Nope, it's 20 degrees in Flint and 20 degrees in Florida. So there wasn't really that much warm weather to bring up.
No.
It did warm up. I'm not complaining. We got away and it was nice. And
well, I couldn't even believe here last night. You know, I mean, the day started out with green grass, brown grass.
Yeah, right.
You know, but then by the evening, it was about 8:30.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, we could have shoveled because there was so much snow sitting on our deck.
I felt so bad. I was, prior to that, watching this huge fat robin tossing the leaves around and listening for bugs. And I'm like, oh, yay, it's here. Spring is here. And then just a couple hours later, that snow was coming down sideways.
Yep.
But I will say, we have a mink at our house. And it's easier to see when the snow's out there. So I saw it again this morning. But so things are happening. You know, they're crayfish eaters and frog eaters and etc. So it's really nice to see at least the mink is out and about, but they've got that nice warm fur.
Yes, they do. I mean, the deer that are visiting our property, they're shedding all over the place.
Are they? Yeah.
They really are. I mean, I've got a ton of fur everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Because we do feed them. You know, I live in Metamora, so I mean, I do live in an area where we've got 10 acres, and I do feed our deer, but
that's
got a lot of their shedding of their dead hair is.
So they made it through the winter. They're not real skinny and scrawny like some of them.
No, they're very well fed. Our subdivision takes care of them very well.
That's good. Just don't tell any hunters in November.
No, and we're not hunters, so you know. And even the hunters that we do have, there's only 22 homes in our sub, so even the hunters we do have, you know.
Hard to make a dent in it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank Nicole for filling in for me. She did a great job. And you know, I always say, you want to go on camera? Oh no, I'm not good on camera. And she's great.
Yeah.
I really like how she presents.
We had fun. But then again, I always have fun with you too. So I'm
just
glad
make the
you're
show
back.
fun, Deb.
Well, maybe that's what takes place. I don't know. But I called up Nicole that morning and just said, hey, Nicole, you know, I'd like to be able to do the show. Would you be able to come and just help out here? And she's like, well, yeah. I said, okay, jump in your truck and come on down, girl.
And she did, and she was so prepared, it seemed like. She did a great job.
Well, and it was all ad lib, I'll tell you.
That's great. Well, we kind of do that here. Let's talk about what's going on in the community. You know, we don't have to have a script.
You know, really, because there is so much that's always going on.
Always,
You know, and while you were gone, you missed a super big mixer that we had at Concho Pearl.
I did.
Oh, my goodness. We filled up that whole room.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, we had chamber members there, we had non-chamber members there, and Concho Pearl, oh my goodness, they were so gracious about all the hors d'oeuvres that they put out.
Oh my goodness.
And the food was so good, and people were just happy. And I see in the paper here that the Oxford Leader put in, because we do have our biz section for the chamber, and we have this nice picture showing a lot of people that actually attended.
Yeah, it is full. You can't see to the back of the room.
No, you really can't. And it was great. It was really great.
Yeah.
So,
and they're good hosts. They're just good people. Their food is good. They're fun. They're happy. They're right into the community.
And they're right down to earth.
Yeah, they are.
We have so many businesses like that now.
Yeah, we're lucky, right?
We are lucky. Oxford is very lucky to have businesses that are really here to help the community and to want to be a part of the community. Boy, you just couldn't ask for more than that.
You really don't have to go anywhere. You know, if you have a baby shower or whatever, I mean, there's the toy store downtown. There's any number of businesses that you can buy gift certificates for.
Yes.
And boy, if you're hungry while you're shopping, this is the place to
Boy,
be.
oh boy.
I'm telling you, I had a hard time. I didn't know what I wanted for lunch today, and so I started pulling up all the restaurants we have in our community, and it was like, oh, I want one from everybody.
Yeah.
It's just such a great place to be. And then we have another business coming in by McDonald's.
Oh,
What
we
is that?
do?
Yeah, it's Leo's.
Oh, Leo's,
Yep.
yeah. You
So
know
we can
what?
have hot dogs too.
Funny you mentioned that, because I did bring up, because I'd like to talk about our the State of the Community breakfast that we also had a week and a half ago. But I did bring up there, you know, they went through doing all that tearing down of the burning oak building.
That was hard to watch.
Yeah, it was. It was very hard to watch. But
progress.
nothing has been done, you know, since
Right.
that came down, and it's kind of like, when are they going to start?
Yeah, so the road is in, the drive I saw today.
Yep.
And they've got those big machineries out there, so the promise of a building is coming.
It is coming, because Jack Curtis did respond to that question of mine, and he said because of the winter weather, the heavy equipment was not able to be
makes sense.
in. And I thought, boy, you know, I'm glad I asked the question.
Right.
And I'm glad that really that was the reason why.
Yeah. Now, Jack Curtis is on the Township Board, Oxford Township Board. He's on the Planning Commission in the Village of Oxford.
Correct.
And also, is he on the DDA? I
He
don't
is
remember.
not.
No.
No.
But he's got kind of the skinny on both parts of the community, which I hate to do that like there's two sides, because we're all one community, but he's very involved in the economic development of the
Yes.
township. And so, yeah, he knows. And I know he's also pushing for a hotel in the community.
You know, he is,
love that.
and I think that is such a it's a necessity.
Yeah,
we
it's
really
getting that
do
way.
need to have, because people coming up, you know, from like the Auburn Hills area, there really isn't anything until you actually come all the way through Oakland County, and then you have to go into Lapeer.
Right.
And even then,
Right.
it's still probably another minimum 15 miles before you can get into the actual city of Lapeer to get to one of those.
Two hotels, right?
Yeah, they have two.
And we have bigger events coming into the community. I know Tough Mudder is coming back this year.
Yes.
And the Legacy Center, they're drawing people from all over the place.
Yeah.
So, and who knows what else we can create to bring people into this community. The Lone Ranger Parade, I can't forget that. And from talking with Rod Charles, who spearheads that, he says people come from out of state for that. So,
yep,
I'm kind of pushing a hotel a little
I
bit.
have met some of those folks that have come from different states that are so thrilled to be able to be here and see all that goes on for the Lone Ranger Festival, and our parade is a big draw.
Yeah.
So
it wouldn't hurt to have lodging. We certainly have the lodge. Correct me, Kyle, when you get a chance, where Connie films Connie's Kitchen. And what's it called? Sorry, Treetop.
That's
My
right.
bad. Treetop Lodge. I'm so sorry, Connie. She's going to kick me out. I'm not going to be invited there ever again.
No.
Treetop Lodge. I'm trying to get back into the swing of thing. And then there's also another B&B out in Addison Township.
Yep. But I mean, really, that will only hold a handful.
Right, it's like 6 people in each place.
Right.
I think Connie's, the place out at the lodge, holds about 10, but even still, with the events that we're having, and Tough Mudder, I think, is already full. They might have 1 or 2 more spaces left.
Okay.
So,
you know
fun.
what? Here we are talking hotels, and I think we need to take a break. So don't go away. We'll be right back, okay?
We need to talk more about our community.
Yes, we do. Lots to say. Welcome back to Daybreak. I'm Debbie Wren, president of our Oxford Chamber of Commerce.
And I'm Terry Stiles, production manager at OCTV. Glad to be back.
It is so good to have you back.
Thanks.
You know, I'd like to talk just a little bit about some of our upcoming events that the Chamber is having, and then we've got lots more to share as well. Coffee Connect. We had our last Coffee Connect was out at Abbey Ridge Apartments. If you have not been out there to see Abbey Ridge, they're right behind our Myers shopping center there.
And the high school.
Right behind the high school,
Yeah,
that's right, right by the high school there. And they are just, they're beautiful. 2-bedroom apartments start at just a little over $1,000 a month.
It's pretty good because they're in a really convenient place, I'll tell you.
Very convenient. And right now they're offering 2 months of free rent.
Wow. So that's $2,000.
Now, I don't know what the commitment is, you know, what you're signing in a contract, but you know, when you think about it, that's a lot of savings right there.
It sure is. That's a good $2,000 that you're starting out with right up front.
Sure is.
And they're brand new. They're brand new
They're
apartments.
all brand new.
Yeah, I understand they're beautiful.
They are. You know, at our Coffee Connect that we had there, which had close to 40 people, they were offering free tours. And I've been on the tours there a couple of times now already, and the apartments are really very nice. When I think back to the apartment that my husband and I lived in,
Me too.
our first year of marriage, trust me, it was nothing like that.
Yeah, you got out the fly swatter for mice, and I know, I remember, same thing.
But you know, here we are. We were first talking about having a hotel here in Oxford, and you know, now having this huge apartment complex. This was something that was definitely needed, and I'm so thankful that Abbey Ridge is out here. Really.
Yeah, that's really a great place. Like I said, it's so convenient where they're located. It's right at Myers, and I'm assuming people, especially with a 2-bedroom apartment, are going to have kids. So the school is right there, the high school is right there for them, as well as the Legacy Center. I sound like I'm pushing that, but it's a great event venue in our community. I can't help it, but everything's right there, and you're 2.5 blocks from downtown.
Exactly.
I mean, you can walk downtown. That is a wonderful location.
They couldn't have picked a better spot.
I agree.
Really.
I agree.
You know, being north of town like that with all that property.
Convenient.
You know, and the golf course.
Yeah.
You know,
I forgot about that.
Right there too.
People pay a lot of money to live on a golf course.
That's right.
So do they have a community house there and stuff?
They do,
Oh, that's
and
neat.
that's actually where we had our Coffee Connect was right there. So you know, that area is large enough to have like baby showers, bridal showers.
Isn't that something?
It has its own kitchen area. I mean, it was so warm and welcoming. And I'm so thankful that we were able to have a Coffee Connect there, but also to let the community know it's there.
Yeah, it is tucked away.
It is.
I still will talk about it, and people say, the what? Yep, there's an apartment complex, and it's a nice one. And they still have another phase to go with that, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't know the different phases, but yes, there is more yet to build. So
good.
Check it out. Check it out. You never know. Friends, family.
Yeah.
You know, you might be having some neighbors that need to find another spot.
And what a good place for a Coffee Connect. Where's your next one?
Oh my gosh. Our next one. Wow, there's another grand place. Is going to be at Lake Villa. And they too, oh my goodness, they've got new management out there that has been there now for well over a year and a half. But wow.
Wow, very nice. That's a fun place for a Coffee Connect.
And we've been there before.
Wow.
We have been there before, and the crew out there is so nice, so warm and welcoming.
Oh, very good.
They have a nice, I understand this time here we're going to be, normally we're at the front office, and I think this time we're going to be having it like in their community room.
Yeah, it's kind
and
of
it's
back
a little bit
away.
further
That's
into
a good
their
size
park area.
Yeah, that's a nice little place too. I've been to that for a baby shower.
See?
So yeah, it's
and
a nice
I
little
haven't
place.
been in that area.
Huh.
I have seen, I've been there for other functions, but I've not been into that community room.
Nice.
So I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to that. But that's where our next Coffee Connect is
sweet.
for April. So each month we're always promoting a new spot, different spot.
Get us around the community.
Exactly. We're sharing it. We're sharing and bringing people into areas that either they're not aware of or, they've just never been, and now they'll have that opportunity.
No, that's, do you have a date set for that yet?
Well,
good question.
No, it's the second Tuesday
There
now.
you go.
So it was the 10th of April. So, I mean,
okay.
It was actually today for our filming.
Oops.
So with that being said,
that's right.
I'll be able to tell you about it next time.
Sorry. I got ahead of myself, but it's nice that you guys are doing it and you're on time. So many of these things get canceled, for lack of interest. And I'm not hearing that. As many times as you and I have talked about your Coffee Connects,
we have never
it's
had
always
to
so well
cancel.
attended.
Since we've started this,
amazing.
And we've faithfully been doing it every month, we have not had to cancel. Maybe we had a weather time one time. It was in the winter, not this winter, but maybe the winter before. But other than that, no. And our attendance just keeps
well
growing.
Attended. Yeah, that's good. It might be kind of hairy for you that it keeps growing when it comes to planning it, but that's really great.
It is. It is. And you have to remember too that we're giving each business that is there their what,
exposure,
90 seconds of fame to be able to let people know where they're from and what they have to offer. And even with that being said, people might say that maybe they've heard of this insurance business or they've heard of we've got new businesses in town that people aren't aware of. So, they hear about it there, and you're able to have that connection.
And there's a lot to be said for thinking about, let's say you want to change insurance. All of a sudden, you're connecting a face to someplace you might be interested in. And that is huge. It's just huge to be able to go, oh, yeah, I met that person.
That's right.
Where are some places that you kind of goal setting to have them in the future? Is there any places that you haven't been to? Or even people that maybe businesses that haven't quite connected with the chamber yet, or
that is one criteria that we do have, is that in order to have, whether it be a Coffee Connect or our evening mixers, that it is with a chamber member. Okay, we do offer that even non-chamber members please attend, because this also gives you an opportunity to see what it is that the chamber does help. I mean, what better way of being able to share your business and to meet other business people. Some might be just a complimentary, a compliment to what it is that you have to offer, and it begins to a good team building then as well.
Well, it just makes it real.
Yes.
You can advertise, and I certainly believe in advertising. It's so funny to hear people say, oh, I can't afford to advertise anymore. Are you kidding?
Well, and when you think about
put your name in the newspaper, but then connecting personally with that person too, through the chamber, that hand-in-hand relationship lends credibility to the business if you're interested in purchasing or being a consumer of that business, or interested in getting your name out there as a business.
And that right there is well
marriage.
worth it. That's well worth your membership right there.
I totally agree.
And like you say, with advertising can be very expensive.
Oh yeah.
So this is
not
a form. This is your best form of advertising and kind of killing two birds with one stone.
I agree, and having fun.
I just want to share that we have our orientation for all of our new members and our former members. Members that might not remember everything that you get with your membership. Orientation is going to be on May 9th, and that's going to be from 8 to 9 a.m. Right at the chamber offices. So don't forget that. Orientation, whether you've been a member for years and years or you're a brand new member. And with that being said, I think we need another break.
A glass of water or something.
Yeah, something.
Don't go away.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
That's great.
Welcome back to Daybreak. I'm Debbie Wren, President of the Oxford Chamber of Commerce.
And I'm Terry Stiles, Production Manager at OCTV.
And here we are again.
Yay.
Yay.
We're still here.
You know, I talk about the Chamber office with the assumption that everybody knows where the Chamber office is. And maybe they don't. Yeah. So our Chamber office is at 22 West Burdick Street, which is where the village offices are, our DDA office, our police station. So we're right there on Burdick Street. So come on in. You can come in through the parking lot entranceway, and when you first walk in the back door, you're going to see our DDA director. You come a little bit further in, and you're going to see our chamber office.
Yep,
and
easy
eventually, we're going to have everything all in the same area.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I got to give kudos to our village manager. He is trying his best. He's had to come into.
He's got a lot on his plate.
He does. Poor guy. He's got a lot on his plate, and his intentions are to get us all under one roof. Even though we're all in one building, we're not
two
really.
Roofs.
Yeah, there's
roofs.
a lot of roofs there. So once again, we're at 22 West Burdick, and I'll just say again about our orientation for the chamber is going to be on May 9th from 8 to 9 a.m. and find out what your chamber membership can do for you.
At that building.
At that building, yes indeedy. I just wanted to share that our next big event that the chamber is going to be having is our third annual golf luncheon. That is going to be, we've got a lot of sponsorships that are going to be taking place, and I don't have a lot of information, but they're looking for people that want to sponsor, whether it be a gold sponsor where you're sponsoring a hole, a birdie sponsor, a par sponsor, putting green, driving range sponsor. There's all sorts of sponsorships that are available, yet another way to promote your business. So with that being said, I'm just going to leave that out there. They're working on their flyer so that you'll see the flyers around town promoting the golf outing, and that will be taking place out at Boulder Point. And so I'll talk about that at another time with a little bit more detail. Just wanted to kind of get you ready for the spring that we're hoping to be able to have.
It sure offers the promise of spring.
Yes.
You guys like to hear that. It's kind of like looking at magazines and catalogs. In January, you're seeing shorts and tank tops, and the promise of spring is there, and also when you start hearing about golf outings. And I just love that. It's so exciting to hear about that. And certainly we'll do everything to help you promote it as well.
Excellent.
So when they do sponsor a hole, do they put like a...
there will be signs.
Logo of some sort.
Yep,
that's
it
really
will
cool.
be a regular sign that will have your business and your company logo on there. That is part of that, that fee. And then that way, each golfer is going to see it.
Yeah. Well, they're standing around waiting for their partner. They're looking at the website and the logo, and
exactly.
That's really cool. Really
it is.
cool. I like that. We need to put OCTV out there too.
Can I write you down for that?
Speaking of the village,
yes.
I just want to remind people, they have a meeting once a month, and it's the second Tuesday of every month. There's a lot going on in the downtown area. So whether you're a village resident or a township resident, you're still a resident of this community. And I really can't say enough to encourage people to attend those meetings. I know it's arduous. It's 6:30 at night, you just got home from work, but it's once a month. And you have an opportunity to put your input into what's going on with your tax dollars. And I know that Dave and Elgin say that a lot on Minutes by Minutes, but I can't strike reality enough by saying that. This is your community, and there's been a lot of reorganizing for who makes decisions in your community and how those decisions are being made and how your money is being spent. So please go to those meetings. It's once a month, 6:30. Really easy to do every second Tuesday of the month.
And once again, it's in the same building as
22 West Burdick.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Not hard to get to if you live in the village. It's 2.5 minutes driving time and 3.5 minutes walking time. Just go, see what's going on in your community and see what your council members are doing for you. And elections are coming up in the next year or two. So really, you need to be there and see how those decisions for your community is being made. And on a good side, speaking of OCTV and communities, I want to bring some attention to Addison Township. We represent Addison Township as well because they give us some of our franchise fees in order to do that. We do a show called My Life, and that's John Ochen's, and he interviews people that are interesting in the community, they're war veterans that have accomplished something major, like he interviewed the guy that owns the factory down there. All the names are escaping me right now, but we're not getting a lot of views on YouTube for My Life, and I'm telling you, if you click on that and watch one of them, you're going to be fascinated. Everybody has a story, and it's amazing how fascinating the people are in our community. And so the most recent one we did was on Bruce Pearson, and he's the township supervisor in Addison Township. And I've been interviewing Bruce since 2004.
Wow.
Or 5.
Okay.
So I've known him 14 years, basically. And the stuff I learned from watching here, I was able to sit in the studio, I have the chills talking about it, about Bruce Pearson and what he's done in his life and what he's accomplished with his life and the historian that he is.
Wow.
I just can't say enough. Please, if you don't go to YouTube to watch anything from OCTV, go to YouTube and watch My Life with Bruce Pearson. Part 1 is airing right now. Part 2 is on its way. It's so interesting, and he's doing a lot for their community. And right now, I just want to mention they have a small Parks and Recs department, and they do what they can with the money that they have in their community to continue to upgrade the parks that they have. And they have 2 that I'm aware of. One is it's out on Rochester Road towards Leonard. I can't remember the name of that either. I'm still getting back from vacation.
I can't help you because
it's a watershed park.
Okay.
And they moved the old Arnold Schoolhouse to that park out there on Rochester Road.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I didn't know that was what they call a park.
Yeah. Oh yeah, in fact, there's trails back there, and they're always doing something to improve it. It's beautiful, and it's all done by volunteers from the community, including moving that thing and getting it set up, and it's a beautiful little schoolhouse. And kids go out there, you know, the teachers take kids out there to see the history in the community, and if you're lucky enough to be there when Bruce Pearson is there, which I've been lucky, he has so many little anecdotes just about the building and the people that went to school in that building.
Oh my goodness.
But also, I'm going to wrap this up real quick, but they're also talking about building a water park at their park that's right there by the township building and the fire station out there on Rochester Road. So pay attention to what's going on in Addison. Big things are happening, and giving OCTV a little promotion, and John Ochen's, what he does with an interview is just amazing.
John is amazing. The way his interviews, he makes everyone feel so comfortable because he did an interview with me.
Yeah.
And I never really talked with him in the way that I talked with him, and he just makes you feel comfortable. He makes you feel that you want to share everything.
Right.
So,
he's very interested. He is a former DJ. From Detroit, and was there during the riots and stuck in the radio station for 2 days during the riots. So he's got a story of his own to tell. We did My Life on him a long time ago, but we need to do another one. But I'm going to let you wrap this up.
Well, listen, this has been a half an hour that has flown by. We need to do this again real soon. So you guys, thank you so much for watching, and Terry and I both appreciate it. We enjoy doing it, and we'll see you again real soon.
There'll be spring flowers behind us, I promise.
Yes, we don't want to have any more winter. No.
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.